My philosophy in life is that the universe is perfect. Whenever I encounter something that others may think of as an obstacle, I immediately shift into the universe is perfect, and that's a mantra that I use to help develop a different perspective on reality. So I'll give you an example. When I was learning or unlearning how to be an employee and learning how to become an entrepreneur, I got evicted from at least 3 different apartments in the time it took me to learn all that. I remember coming home one day, seeing the eviction notice from the sheriff on my door. And again, by that time, my universe is perfect mantra had already been ingrained in my mind. So I came, I saw it, I said, fantastic. And I took it off the door and crushed it up and ripped it up. Now, the way I look at life, there are certain, once you set a goal for yourself, my goal at the time was to be free of corporate America and to live as a full-time entrepreneur. Once you set a goal, whether you believe this or not, this is my belief, the universe is set into motion and certain things happen in order to bring that goal to fruition. And I call it the reconstruction crisis. In my book, Turn Your Passion into Profit, I talk about that. And I've seen it happen in other people's lives as well. They set a goal to start a business, they set a goal to be successful in their network marketing company, and immediately things start to happen to build that reality in their life. And the challenge, however, is that many people don't recognize the reconstruction crisis. So you set a new goal, you start vibrating at a different level, you start sending out different waves of thought, different expectations, different motivations, and as a result, you'll start to encounter interference or resistance from the people around you who are not also vibrating and resonating at that frequency. And as a result, you may find that you no longer are in sync with the people who were in your life before, and you may find some of them falling away. You may find yourself getting into arguments with them. You may find yourself in conflict with individuals who, prior to setting that goal, you were in sync with, and then now with the new goal set, you are no longer in sync. And people will look at that and try to repair those relationships. They may look at the things that happen, the eviction, and may try to avoid that from happening. If you have a perspective that says that everything that happens to push you closer to your goal, then rather than resisting the eviction, rather than resisting the conflict within the relationships that you have, you recognize it as a reconstruction in progress. You recognize it that these people, through the power of centrifugal force, are being spun off out of your life. You realize that people who will not be constructive and beneficial to the realization of your goal are spinning themselves out of your orbit. So one of the key things that I think is important in life in general is to recognize when a reconstruction crisis is happening, when you are given the opportunity to reset, to reboot, reset, to reconstruct. And in many cases, if you just look at this practically, before a new structure can be built anywhere, the old one has to be dismantled. The old one has to be torn away. So in many regards, a similar thing happens in life. Before you can move to the next level that you want to get to, then certain things about your existing level have to be reconstructed. So if you look at life that way, then you look at things happening, even a typhoon, as an opportunity to do things that you've always wanted to do. You may find yourself needing, by necessity, to be more efficient with your time management because your access to the power grid is limited. You may find yourself exercising more because now you're spending less time on the screen, watching screens. So you have an opportunity to detach from your normal lifestyle. You have an opportunity to detach from your dependence on electronics. You have an opportunity to detach from your dependence on the power grid. And you may look at those as conveniences that are necessities, but in some regard, if you cannot live without them, if you cannot detach from them, then you are trapped by them. So in some regards, and I guess I should say that there are people who are going through tremendous loss right now in terms of their lives being reconstructed against their will, as it were. So this is not to minimize their pain and suffering, but for many other people, it can be an opportunity for you to see clearly where you are overly dependent on things being a certain way, and use this time as an opportunity to detach, to streamline, to minimize, to reconstruct in ways that will ultimately serve you in the long run and serve towards the realization of your goals. And there's always opportunity in I don't want to say disaster, but there's always opportunity in things that others might perceive as negative. So those of you who live stateside, who are watching how things transpire here on Saipan, can immediately see areas where things here can be improved. You will immediately see areas where there might be an opportunity to provide a valuable service or product that could be very helpful here. So in one sense, it might prove an opportune moment for an entrepreneur to come in with an idea, revolutionary idea that can help people here on this island. So there's always, the universe is perfect, and that doesn't mean that good things always happen and perfect things always happen. It means that things happen, and if you have the right perspective, you can see the perfection in it, or the possibility for growth, for evolution, that others might not see. So just a suggestion, even in the wake of a typhoon, there is perfection at work. There are certain things that I've been able to accomplish and achieve as a result of having been stranded here. I was supposed to have left right before the typhoon, never did.